if you're in the skilled nursing world, you already know the constant pressure of managing cash flow. And a huge part of that battle, it's chasing down aging AR, especially from those private pay accounts. It's just a massive resource drain that leads to rising bad debt and, those painful write-offs. Okay, so let's dive into this and see how automation is really changing the game.
So, let's just ask the question straight up. Is your team spending hours and hours every single week on manual follow-ups? Because for a lot of SNFs, the finance teams are spending up to 40% of their time just chasing payments. That's a huge undertaking that directly drains not only your financial health, but your staff's valuable time too.
And this really brings us to the true cost of doing things the old-fashioned way. It isn't just about the money you don't manage to collect, it's also about the operational price you're paying day in and day out.
Now, this is where you can really see the domino effect. I mean, think about it. You've got this huge volume of accounts, right? So your staff's time is stretched paper thin. That makes it, well, nearly impossible to track every single balance effectively. And then what happens? Payments get missed, they get delayed, and the whole thing just snowballs into a really painful increase in write-offs. It's a vicious cycle that's just so tough to break when you're doing it all by hand.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. When your most skilled finance folks are buried in repetitive follow-ups, they can't focus on the big picture stuff, like analyzing claims, negotiating with payers, or other strategic work that actually moves your facility forward. That inefficiency becomes a major operational bottleneck. So, how do you get out of this cycle? Well, the answer really lies in smart, intelligent automation. This is all about giving your team better tools so they can get much better results. So let's talk about the solution, collection bots. Put simply, this is just automated software that's designed specifically for the unique complexities of SNF billing. It takes over all those repetitive, time-sucking tasks, the communication, the tracking, the reporting, and it frees up your team for much higher value work. Now, I know this might sound complicated, but the process itself is actually incredibly straightforward. Let's break down exactly how this kind of automation can create a way better workflow for your facility. Okay, so here's the magic, right? It's how all these steps work together. First, the bot just automates all that initial communication with total precision and consistency. At the same time, it's keeping a constant, real-time eye on every single outstanding account. It automatically sends out reminders on a smart schedule, which is absolutely key to stopping those balances from getting old. And finally, it bundles all this activity into these clean, actionable reports. It's a complete, closed-loop system where nothing falls through the cracks. And the immediate result of a system like that? Your finance team is suddenly free. They're no longer bogged down chasing small, aging balances. Instead, they can actually focus their expertise on complex claims, on financial strategy, and other high-impact activities that grow your revenue. Of course, the real question is, what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's take a look at the tangible results from a real facility that made this exact same shift. I mean, just look at the benefits here. We're talking about increased cash recovery and fewer write-offs, which is huge. But it's also about faster follow-ups, way better staff productivity, and just having accurate, reliable AR tracking for once. All of this adds up to better reporting, easier compliance, and a much lighter administrative load on your team. It really touches every part of the process. So the before and after picture is pretty stark, isn't it? You go from a state of delayed payments and rising write-offs to faster collections and increased revenue. That heavy admin burden that just bogs your team down, it's replaced by genuine, streamlined efficiency. It's a powerful shift that has a direct impact on your bottom line. The results really do speak for themselves. If your facility is still wrestling with all the challenges we talked about at the beginning, the path forward is becoming pretty clear. So if you feel like you're ready to modernize, the next step couldn't be simpler. You can visit ValueDX to download some free workflow guides that are tailored specifically for SNFs. And then, when you're ready, you can schedule a direct consultation and see a personalized demo of how these collection bots could work inside your facility's unique operations. So, we'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. With a collections process that's truly optimized, and with your team finally focused on strategic growth, what new heights could your facility reach? What goals could you finally hit? It's definitely something to think about.